Welcome to musicmoveit.com, and today I'm going to go over 6 things that artists and bands need to be doing. Of course, I'm back, and I have a list of 6 things that artists and bands should be doing if they aren't already. Some overlook these things. Some just don't think about it. It just all depends. So let's start with number 1. Basically, this one is what I've talked about before, is make sure you develop yourself as an artist or yourself as a band or all of you as a band. In other words, make sure you have your look down. Make sure all your colors in your media coincide with everything that you're doing. For instance, think about Prince. Purple was his thing. It was everywhere. That's how he branded himself, with purple. So whenever you would see something purple, you think Prince. It's genius. It worked. You need to make sure you have your look down, whether it be skinny jeans and Converse tennis shoes. I'm just making stuff up here, but if that's what you want your look to be, great. If you're kind of like a darker artist, you wear dark clothes, your website, the colors in your logo, all that stuff should coincide with the dark look, if that makes sense. So keep all your colors, all your themes, your look, the way you carry yourself. Get that shit together and put it together as one. That's your branding, how you're branding yourself. Number 2, make sure you have some goals. Goals that aren't too far-fetched. In other words, everyone wants to look at the big picture. Everyone wants to be famous and play giant venues and get rich and fancy and famous. When you're starting out though, or if you're at a lower indie level, you need to set goals for yourself that are realistic. For instance, 2018, set a goal for, okay, I'm going to start branching out. I'm going to start doing shows out of state. That's my goal for this year. I'm going to get out of this local city and regional areas and branch out to Kentucky and Ohio, or, set goals like that you can actually reach. Because this way, set small goals, reach them, then build from there. And you'll be a lot happier, I guarantee it. Number 3, I've just had a video about this recently. You could go back and watch it. Make sure you have a plan for marketing. It's very important. Who are you selling your music to? This should all be in your plan. What type of music are you doing? Who is your audience going to be? Is it going to be children? Is it going to be 13 to 25-year-olds? Are you for an older crowd? For 40 plus? And your genre can tell you that. If you're contemporary R&B, you might be for older folks, 30s to 60. Trap music, hip-hop style trap music, you're going to be for younger, like 13 to 25. You need to know who your market is and who you're trying to sell to. That's what you need. You need this plan. Make sure you develop a marketing plan. Go watch my older video. I think it was like last month, and you'll get more information on that. Number 4, make sure you practice doing live shows. Practice your act. It's important. Make sure you know the lyrics. Make sure if you dance a little bit, choreograph it. Do what you need to do. Rent a rehearsal space. If you're a full band with guitars and drums, rent a space out or do it in your garage or wherever, but you need to practice. You don't want to fuck up on stage, because touring is where it's at. This is where you're gonna potentially make your money in the future, and this is where you build new fans, and you want to make a good impression. You don't want to be boring on stage, because people won't think much of you. You can have a hot song and be boring, and it's like, put on a good stage show. Interact with the audience if you have to. Talk to them in between a song or something. And just get those lyrics down. You don't want to be rapping or singing above your own lyrics. Don't do that. You want an instrumental, and make sure you know the lyrics. It's as simple as that. Practice. Practice, because it's important when you're doing live shows. And of course, I've talked about this before, but it's important. Make sure you're interacting with your fans. It's easy. Posting on every social media account, whether it be Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Talk to people back. Respond to people sometimes. You don't have to do every single person. But as much as you can, interact with fans. Not only on social media, but say you do a show. They really liked your show, Fans might want to chat with you for a minute. Don't be an ass. Chat with fans, sign stuff, and yes, even at an indie level, people will ask to have you sign things. It's just how it is. Seriously. So don't brush them aside. Don't just do a show and run off, go home or something. After the show, stick around. Mingle with these people, and they will come up to you, and they will, they want to meet you. Interact with these people, because these can be lifelong fans that could help your career. Fans are the only thing that help your career, because they're the ones that pay for tickets to see you live. They pay for music, or at least they're paying for a streaming service that plays your music that you will get a small cut of. So please interact with these people. And then, I've said this before as well, make sure your stuff is professional looking. From business cards to your bio, make sure it's written professionally, to promotional pictures. Don't just do it on a phone. Don't just take pictures on your iPhone. Hire a photographer if you have to. Look around on Craigslist or Facebook. They're not all really expensive. Some do it as side jobs, and they'll do a whole photo shoot for you for under $100 sometimes. You got to just find the right people. I see photographers all the time online. Talk to these people in your own city and get real photography done. Don't half-ass that. And, make sure they're good shots. Don't take pictures in your kitchen. So make sure all that stuff is at a professional level. If you don't have the money to do it, save up for it, then do it. First impressions are important. Business cards, all that stuff. Your album cover. Make sure your album cover is good and it looks good and it means something, and people they'll want to talk about it almost like it's art. Hey, get them engaged with your album cover. Don't make it lame, weak pictures, all that stuff. Do something good. Have someone draw something. I'm starting to see more of those. Like an artist will draw the cover and it looks amazing. So there's so many ideas out there, but you get the gist of it. Now, I appreciate you checking out this video. If you want more, please subscribe. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button, and YouTube will notify you whenever I put out a new video. I appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate everyone watching and checking me out. Please share this video so other artists and musicians can check it out. So, I appreciate y'all, and I will see you next video. Check out below in the links. There's tons of great links to help musicians out. Check them out now.